Today we're going to do a 30-minute warrior spirit, what I'm calling super flow. So as always, honor, protect, listen to your body. You do you, I do me, go with the flow, and it's going to be about 30 minutes. So commit to this little time, this next half an hour to really practice your self-care as we head into Valentine's week. And we're going to be doing a little bit of a challenging, kind of faster paced flow today. So, if you need to modify in any way, just make sure you listen to your body and do the best thing for you. Okay? So go ahead and make your way to your mat. Stand up nice and tall and align your posture at the front edge of your mat. So if you can just start by kind of rocking from your heels to your toes and finding the weight evenly distributed through the four corners of your feet. And then roll your shoulders up, back, and down and stand up nice and tall with an open heart. So as we go through this practice today, it's really about opening the heart to both self-care, giving and receiving love, and taking the time out to practice your own self-care and to fill your own self-care cup. So let's take 3 sun breaths in to gather good positive energy. Inhale, reach the arms all the way out and up. Feel your feet press down, feel your fingertips reach to the sky. And as you exhale, draw your hands back to heart center and do that 2 more times. So inhale, big breath in, gather good positive energy, feet ground down, fingertips stretch out and up. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Do that 1 more time. So huge breath in, gather good positive energy. This time as we exhale, we're going to bend the knees and come into a chair pose. So make sure your chair pose is always the weight's into your heels. Your toes feel kind of light, and you can take your hands onto your thighs if you want to. I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see. So tailbone's out behind you, chest and heart are open. And then as you exhale, you're going to tuck your tailbone under, round your spine, and stretch your low back. So inhale to open the chest. Stick the tailbone way out behind you and pull your shoulders back. Exhale, tuck in around the spine. Feel that good stretch. We're just warming up the spine. Let's do that 1 more time. So inhale to open the chest, tailbone back, collarbone broad. Exhale, this time we're going to come rolling all the way up to standing. Take a big sun breath in, big breath in. And then exhale, go ahead and dive out of it into a forward fold. So for my runner friends who have tight hamstrings, please bend your knees a little bit. Relax your hamstrings. Chin to chest, nose to knees. The back of your neck is completely relaxed. Then slide your hands to your shins, belly pulls in, shoulders pull back, lengthen out through your tailbone. And then exhale, come into a forward fold and just step right back into child's pose. So right knee back, left knee back. We're just going to drop into child's pose to start here, just to take a time out to center yourself as you transition into your practice. So folding yourself into child's pose, let the forehead drop to the mat. Let your forehead relax down, soften any tension that you might be holding in your neck or your shoulders or your elbows even. Take a big breath into the back of your body. And then we're going to go ahead and come up to your hands and knees. I'll turn to the side so you can see. So we're going to do exactly what we did in standing. We're going to do in a kneeling position called cat and cow, just again to warm up the spine. So as we inhale, you'll lift the tailbone, open the chest, pull the shoulders back. And as you exhale, you're going to tuck your tailbone under, round your spine, bring your chin to your chest, and really stretch your spine up to the sky, to the ceiling, to get that nice stretch to the low back. Inhale to open the chest, lift the tailbone, pull the shoulders back. Exhale to tuck the tailbone around the spine, stretch the low back as you draw your chin to your chest. Let's do it 1 more time. Inhale to cow, big breath in. Exhale to cat, stretch your low back. Perfect. And then go ahead and curl the tailbone, curl the toes under, lift the tailbone up to the sky, and press into downward facing dog. So if this is your first downward dog for the day, which it probably is, take your time into it. Again, bend the knees a little bit. Let's go ahead and pedal out the heels right and left. So as you pedal out right and left, the right heel drops, and then the left heel drops. So you're just bending the knees from right to left, feeling that good stretch of the calves and the ankles. Feels so good. Do it 1 more time on the right, and 1 more time on the left. And then slow down to stillness and find yourself in downward facing dog, spreading the fingertips out wide and dropping the heels. On an inhale, go ahead and draw to plank pose and just take a moment to check your posture, check your alignment. Make sure there's a little micro bend in the elbow so you're not locking out the joint. Belly's drawing in and up. There's a straight line from your shoulder to your wrist to your elbow. Core is nice and strong, and eyes are focused a little bit out in front of you so the back of the neck is long. Lots of core strength here. 1 more deep breath in. And then you can shift to the toes and bend the elbows by the ribcage as you lower all the way to your mat. On an inhale, let's come to a little baby cobra. So if your back's feeling tight and you're just getting started for the day, just keep it a little bit lower. But look over your right shoulder, get a little twist through the spine. And then look over the left shoulder and get a little twist through the spine. Nice snowy day here today. Warming up as we open the heart and then release down, push through your palms and come straight back into downward facing dog. We're going to go through a few rounds of warm-ups here. So look to your hands, step or feel free to hop to the front edge of your mat. Line your toes up, slide your hands to your shins, halfway lift, getting a nice stretch of the hamstrings. You pull back with the tailbone, open up with the heart. Round your spine, come into forward fold, relax your neck. Come up to standing. As you push through your feet, take a big sun breath in. So really reach out and up to the sky. Again, feel the feet push down as the hands reach in the opposite direction. And then mountain pose, hands down by your side. And even in this mountain pose, feel the heart open. Let's do it again a little faster. Inhale up, big breath in. You can reach up and slightly back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, touch the floor with your fingertips. Big lunge back this time with your right foot. And as you lunge back with your right foot, squeeze your right knee as straight as you can. Pull the shoulders back, lift and open your heart. Take a big breath in. Exhale, we'll step into plank from here. So right into the top of a push-up again. And just check your alignment, engage from the core, focus your eyes forward. Bend your elbows and lower down. You can come into upward facing dog this time if you want to, so you're on the tops of your feet. Otherwise, just staying in cobra if that feels better. And then downward facing dog as you push back. And let's breathe and set an intention for your practice. If you're doing a 7-day challenge with me, take this opportunity in downward dog to set your intentions. Okay, working on strengthening your own shield this week, adding in superfoods and practicing self-care to feel a little stronger and a little bit more resilient. Look to your hands, step or hop to the front edge of your mat. Line your toes up, halfway lift, hands to shins, belly in, shoulders back, open your heart. Exhale, round your spine, forward fold, bow forward. Come up to standing, feel your feet press into your mat, feel your hands stretch up to the sky, take a big breath in. And then back to mountain pose. And again, even in your mountain pose, feel your heart lifted. Let's do it one more time. Inhale to warm up and stretch to the sky. Exhale, bow and fold forward. Halfway lift, look forward. If your hamstrings are feeling a little more open now, fingertips can be right by the pinky toes. Folding forward again, chin to chest, nose to knees, left foot takes a big lunge back. So slide that left foot as far back as you can and squeeze the knee straight. Drop the hips low. Open and lift the chest. Fingertips are plugged into the mat, so lots of strength even through those fingertips. Take a big breath in. And then stepping to your plank, come into the top of your push-up. Take a big breath in, pause and check your alignment. Again, even in your plank here, you feel your heart open, your core strong. And bend your elbows lower down, halfway or all the way to the mat. Cobra or upward facing dog, lift and open the heart, reach through the toes, collarbone broad. And then use your core to lift your hips to the sky. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take 3 very deep breaths in your downward dog. Again, ground yourself, reset your intentions. If you're working on daily practice here, remembering the little things can make a big difference. So hydration, quality sleep, and of course, nutrient-dense foods. Look to your hands, step or hop to the front edge of your mat. Do your halfway lift one more time. Slide your hands to your shins. Pull the belly in and up. Slide the shoulders back and down. And then exhale, come into a forward fold. So I want you to just take your feet a little wider apart. So maybe pinky toes to the outside edge of your mat. And then take your left hand to the middle of your mat and stretch your right hand up to the sky. So you're going to bend your left knee, straighten your right leg, and stretch your right hand up. So you're getting a little twist. Take a big breath here. Really reach through your right hand. So then we're going to switch sides. So the right hand comes right at the middle of your mat. You're going to bend your right knee and stretch your left hand up. So you're getting some rotation through the spine. Get a good stretch of the hamstring. Let's do a couple more on each side, just switching sides. So inhale, right hand up, bending the left knee as you straighten the right leg. And then switching, putting your right hand down. Stretching your left hand up, getting that good stretch as you bend the right knee and lengthen through the left fingertips. Let's do one more on each side. So inhale, flow with your breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And one more time. Inhale, left hand up, right knee bent. And put your hand down. Perfect. Toe heel your feet together. We're going to start to add on some warriors here. So flow and move and breathe. So picking up the pace, again, rest if you need to. Plant your palms, step your right foot back. So back into that high lunge that we practiced earlier, heart is lifted, shoulders are back. Step into your plank, a little bit faster, bend your elbows and lower down. Inhale into your back bend and pause. Exhale into your downward facing dog, pushing back. Now from here, I want you to take your right leg and lift it up towards the sky. So grounding evenly through both hands, right leg lifts. Then look to your hands, keep your core strong as you step your right foot up and through your hands. Help it if it needs to by just grabbing onto it and scooching it forward. Pivot your left heel flat to the mat for a warrior base. Inhale, reaching all the way out and up for warrior one. We're going to add a little heart opener to our warrior today. So I want you to imagine that you're pulling your elbows back and down towards your hips, almost like a lat pull down. Elbows are pulling down, collarbone is broad and open, so you feel heart is opening, but a strong warrior base to the lower body. Reach out so you feel a stretch of the front of the chest and into the shoulder. Big breath in, and then hands up. Let your palms touch over your head, and then go ahead and open up into warrior two. So your right hand's going to reach forward, your left hand's going to stretch straight back. The belly's pulling in, the tailbone's dropping down, and this right knee is right out over your right ankle. Nice and strong with your warrior pose. Dip a little bit deeper into your right knee if you can. Turn your right palm up to the sky. Hold, but keep breathing. Reach your right hand as far forward towards me as you can. Really reach. And then sweep your right hand out and up to the sky for reverse warrior or sun warrior. Sliding your left hand down towards your left ankle. Reach your right hand out and up. Lots of strength, but openness. So strength in the lower body, open in the upper body. Take a big breath in, and then hands are going to come down on either side of your right foot, and you're going to pivot your left heel up. Now from here, stay with me. You're going to release your left knee down to the mat, and I'll just turn a little bit to the side. So the left knee is going to drop straight down. So here you are, and then from here, we're going to send the right leg straight back. So the right leg's going to kick straight back out behind you. So the left knee's down and the right leg's straight back, okay? Flex your right foot and really activate your right leg. Float your left hand straight up so your left arm is right by your left ear. This is spinal balance. Make sure there's a little micro bend in that right elbow so you're not locking out your right elbow. And then from here, I want you to just bend your right knee, take your left hand and reach back and grab your right foot with your left hand, okay? Once you've got your foot with your hand, I want you to just notice the subtle difference that happens when you grab the outside of the foot. So your hand is right now on the big toe side of your foot, right? I want you to just sweep your hand around and grab the pinky toe side of your foot, a little variation, and feel your chest more open. Look up over your left shoulder. Kick your right toes towards the sky if you can. Feel that chest open, feel the quad stretch. Keep breathing, everyone. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Perfect, perfect. Now from here, go ahead and release. Your left hand will come back down. Your right foot's going to step forward. Not necessarily an easy transition, but give it a try. Hands come to your right thigh, lift your torso. And lean back just a little bit, again, so the heart feels open. We're not routed and slouched forward. Heart is lifted. Purr. Inhale, reach all the way out and up again. That same heart opener that we did in a warrior base, you're going to pull your elbows back and down and feel that stretch of the front of the body. So holding and breathing, continue to breathe in and out through the nose. You'll feel the stretch from the hip flexor, probably the front of the chest and the shoulders. Good. And then from here, we're going to add on a balance pose. So I want you to bring your hands on the right thigh, curl your left toes under, squeeze your left knee straight. For some of you, if that's a hard transition, it's okay. Do the best you can. You can take a little half step forward with your left foot if you need to. And we're going to get into dancer's pose, you guys. So dancer's pose is balance. Focus your eyes. When your eyes are focused, your mind is focused, you'll be a little steadier. So push through that left foot and find your balance, grabbing the big toe side of your left foot. Right hand is reaching up. Kick out into a dancer's pose. Now look out in front of you, get that good stretch. Breathing for 3, 2. Now maintain your balance the best that you can. We're going to go into a pose called standing balance pigeon. So you're going to lift up, maintaining your balance. Bring your left ankle over your right knee and bring your hands together in prayer. Okay, so here we are. And the more that you sink your elbows down towards your ankle and your knee, the more you'll feel the stretch in the left hip. Again, if you need to stay up here, it's all good. If you're a little bit more open and you want to reach down and grab onto your calf, give it a try. Wherever you are in your journey today, just be mindful and breathe and do the very best you can. If you showed up, you're already being a success in the moment. If you start to lose your balance like I'm starting to do, just have a sense of humor with it. It's all good. Okay, take your time to come out. So your hand is going to come to your ankle and your knee. Give yourself a little support to come up and come back to mountain pose at the front end of your mat. Bring your hands together in prayer. Take a big breath in, everyone. Big breath in. We're going to begin again and give it all on the other side. So big dive out, forward fold. Relax your neck. Shake it out. Let it all go. Slide your hands to your shins. Pull the belly in. Slide the shoulders back. And exhale back to forward fold. Big lunge back with your left foot. Okay? So heart is open. Shoulders are back. Hips are sinking. Big breath in and out through the nose. Plug those fingertips into your mat, nice and strong. Step to plank. Total body strength. Check your alignment. Wrists, elbows, shoulders, belly in and up. Big breath. Vinyasa, elbows bend. Lower down with control. Inhale into your back bend. Pause with an open heart. Open to giving and receiving love. Downward facing dog. Push back. Exhale. Land in your downward dog. Reset your intentions. Self-care. When you fill your own cup first and honor your body, you have more positive energy to share with others. So just reflect on that for a moment before we get this all on the other side. So left foot's going to lift to the sky. Take a big breath in. Really reach through those left toes. Core strength as you shift your left foot forward and in between your hands. Help it forward if it needs so that the knee's right out over the ankle. Pivot the right heel flat. Rise up with a big breath in. Gather good positive energy, reach for the sky. And as you exhale, that heart opener warrior. So this left knee is digging down deep. It's right out over the ankle, but the elbows are pulling back and down so you feel chest and openness in your heart center. Take a big breath in. Reach your hands out to the sky, let your palms touch over your head. And then we're going to move right into warrior two, pivoting out to the side. So now your left hand's reaching forward, the belly's pulling in, the tailbone dropping. Look down, check that left knee is right out over your left ankle. Shoot energy through your fingertips like you mean it, like really reach. Turn your left palm to the sky. Good job, you guys. Inhale, stay with me, reach forward. Exhale, open up to sun warrior. So sliding your right hand down towards the back of your right thigh. Bend your left knee as deep as you can. Reach out and open up. Take a big breath. And then as you exhale, you can bring those hands down on either side of your left foot. Your right heel will pivot up. And we're back in that lunge position, right? From here, we're going to release the right knee down. Okay? Just release that right knee. You can point your right toes if you want to. And then this left foot's going to go straight back, okay? In that spinal balance position that we were in earlier. Now really flex that left foot. Pull the belly in and up, and then float your right hand out and in front of you. So your right arm is right in line with your right ear. And the right thumb is reaching to the sky. And then from here, lots of fun, you're going to bend that left knee and reach back and find your right foot. Find your left foot. So with your right hand, find your left foot. And once you've got that foot, you try that little variation. Little variations sometimes make a difference, right? So slide your right hand from the big toe side of your foot to the pinky toe side of your foot. And then feel your chest open and look out towards the sky and kick your toes a little higher towards the ceiling if you can. Hold and breathe. So you're holding the pose, but you're not holding your breath. You're breathing nice and deep. One more breath. Excellent job. That's such a great heart opener and quad stretch, right? So now your left foot's going to step up and through your hands, and you just check that your knee is right out over your ankle. And you're just going to lean back and open up, and we're going to get into that low lunge and then dancer's pose and pigeon, right? So inhale, reach all the way out and up into your low lunge. Imagine you have like a big rubber band on the ceiling, and you're pulling the rubber band back and down like a lat pull down. Drag your elbows towards your hips. Feel the broadness and the openness in the chest. Take a big breath in. And then from here, you can take your hands on top of your left thigh. So you're in low lunge. So you can curl your right toes under, squeeze your right knee straight, do the best you can with it. If you need to pad under your back knee, by the way, that's totally fine. You can take a little half step forward if you need to, okay, like scoot your feet a little closer together, and then push off of your right foot and get straight into your dancer's pose by reaching around, grab the big toe side of your foot, not the pinky toe side, big toe side, so the chest is open. And then go ahead and reach out into your dancer's pose. Take a couple nice deep breaths. If you've got a puppy in reach, you can go ahead and pet a puppy, as long as it doesn't throw up your balance. Take a big breath in. And then from here, come straight into your pigeon pose. So transition slowly. Maintain the focus of your eyes. Bring your right ankle over your left thigh. Hands to prayer, dropping down into your pigeon. The more you focus the eyes, the more your mind will be focused and your balance will be steady. Flex this right foot, drop a little bit deeper if you can, bringing the elbow to the knee and the ankle. Again, you can reach down and grab onto your calf if that is within your reach. Take a big breath in. And then push through the left foot, maintain your balance, rise up and bring your toes together to touch. Hop back onto your mat if you traveled off of it like I did. Big breath in, gather good energy. This time we're gonna do standing camel. So adding in another little standing back bend. Hands come to the sacrum and the low back. You're gonna push your hands into your sacrum, low back, and roll open with the chest. So lean back and roll open. And this one's, by the way, really great if you're doing some shoveling. So, you know, the more that we hunch forward, no matter what we're doing, a lot of gravity drags us forward. All these chest openers are just great for the posture. Go ahead and release that. We're going to come into forward fold, just a counterbalance. So feet are hip distance apart or wider. Grab onto opposite elbows and hang out in forward fold. So with your hands folded inside your elbows, just sway from right to left. Let it all go. Beautiful. And then find stillness at the center. And just bring awareness for a second to where the balance is in your feet. So if you tend to shift forward into the toes or back into the heels, try to find even distribution of weight. Keeping the knees bent, let the weight of your head completely go. Ragdoll pose. And then fingertips are going to touch the mat. You're going to turn your toes out and your heels in. And we're going to drop down into prayer squat. This is such a great stretch. I'll scooch back just a hair so you can see. So the knees are out wide, the palms are together to touch, and your palms are pressing together, elbows are gently pressing into the insides of the knees. And then you can drop your forehead down to touch the space that's right between your eyebrows. This is known in the yoga world as the third eye chakra, home of intuition, listening to our inner thoughts, and trusting that everything that we need to know is truly within us already. Sometimes we need to just slow down and listen. So take a couple nice deep breaths in your prayer squat. And again, resetting intentions for self-care today and all this week. Take a really big breath in and try to send good positive energy all the way into your low back. And then fingertips are going to touch the mat. Hips are going to lift back up to the sky. Go ahead and toe heel your feet together so your ankles and your big toes are side by side. One more time, sliding into halfway lift. So slide your hands to your shins. Again, if the hamstrings are feeling more open at this point, try your fingertips right out by your pinky toes. See how that feels. If that's too much, bring your hands back to your shins. Feel the length from the crown of the head out through the tailbone. Feel the chest and the heart open, the belly in and up. And then as you exhale, folding forward, bring your palms to the mat. Right knee back, left knee back. The hard work is over for today's practice, but stay with me just a little bit longer, a couple more minutes, so you can come full circle and finish with a mini Shavasana. So sliding back to child's pose, your hands are going to slide back by your feet. You're going to turn your palms to face the sky, and you're just going to rest for a moment in this very restorative forward fold. So the palms are facing up, open to receiving. The forehead is releasing down. And you're just taking a moment to check in and to breathe and to quiet your mind and to center yourself. And again, to listen to your thoughts and to set a positive intention. Once again, to practice self-care, to commit to these next few days of fueling your life force energy, of really choosing things that fill your mind, your body, your spirit, your physical body with nutrient-dense foods, with good quality sleep, with hydration, and maybe letting go of some things that don't serve you anymore, some bad habits and some things that you know are time to move on from. So just take a moment to contemplate all of that when you breathe deeply and center and quiet. And then from there, we're going to do one more heart opener, one more back bend. So you're going to press your knees into the mat and your shins to the mat. Use your glutes to lift you up, and you can separate your knees about hip bone distance apart. So the knees are about like 5-6 inches apart. Reach your arms all the way out and up in a big circle, just like that. Upward facing camel. And then your hands can come once again to your sacrum like we did earlier in a standing position. Press your hands into your sacrum and lean back to open the front line of the body. So remember, we all do what's right for us in our physical body. When you listen to your body, when you go with the degree that feels good for you. So if you just want to keep it small, perfect. If you have a lot of flexibility in your back and you want to go a little bit deeper and you want to grab your heels and go wider and more open into your heart opener, perfect. You do you, I do me. And if everybody was less competitive and listened to their bodies a little bit more, we'd have a lot less injuries, right? So go ahead and release from that, and then just come back to cat and cow where we started. So about a half an hour ago, we started with this warm-up. We're going to end with it and a short shavasana and meditation to come full circle. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Just move your spine, cat and cow. So again, you're rounding and tucking, stretching your low back, inhaling and opening. And do that one more time just to move the energy along the spine. Again, this is a great thing to do before shoveling as well, or gardening, or pretty much any time. And then go ahead and just come to a seated position. You have two options next. So you can either lie down on your back and come into Shavasana. Any variation of Shavasana is wonderful. You can do legs at the wall if you feel like you need more recovery for your legs. You can do reclined butterfly, so the bottoms of the feet together to touch and the hands on your belly. Or if you rather sit upright for these next few minutes, go ahead and do that. So pick one of your versions for a restorative centering. If you're seated or even lying down, you can take your right hand onto your heart center and your left hand onto your belly. Wherever you are, whatever pose you chose, close your eyes, deepen your breathing. Send the breath from the belly into your left hand, all the way up, wide into your rib cage, to your right hand and into your heart center. And do that 2 or 3 more times if your own. So breathing in as deeply as you can from your left hand, all the way up to your right hand. Filling and expanding on the inhale, exhale and releasing with the out breath. And one more time, huge, deep cleansing breath in. And long, slow exhale to let it all go. Now just take this next 60 seconds to find stillness in your physical body. Allow your thoughts to float by. Reset a positive intention for your day and for your week. And just enjoy a few moments of stillness and silence to let all of the work that we did over the last half hour to integrate and settle into the body. Staying here for just a few more moments, just holding some space for stillness and silence. We all are craving that a little bit more. And then when you're ready, start to move your fingers and your toes, bringing the energy back into your hands and your feet. If you're lying down on your back or legs up at the wall, draw your knees into your chest and just hug your thighs to your ribcage. Just giving yourself a little hug for the admiration of yourself for carving out this half an hour to practice self-care. And then make your way all the way back up to sitting. You're going to cross your legs, bring awareness to your posture. So we've been working a lot today on heart openers. So just feel the lift and the openness through your chest, and then throughout the day as gravity pulls you forward and the heart closes and the posture rounds, bring it back into alignment the best that you can. So carry all of that off of your yoga mat and into the rest of your day. Bring your hands together in heart center. We're going to take a deep sun breath in together just to finish. So gather good positive energy for the rest of your day. Big circle. Reach all the way out and up. Let your palms touch over your head. And exhale, draw it in and back to heart center. The light within me honors and acknowledges the same light that is within each of you. Thank you so much for showing up. Namaste. I hope you're going to join me the rest of the week for the Self-Care Challenge. There's a group on Facebook. You can find my Facebook at Flexible Warrior, and also follow along on Instagram at Flexible Warrior. So thanks, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful day out in the snow, and don't forget to get your superfoods in as well, and lots of hydration and good quality sleep. See you again soon.